The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator. Palmer, guys, let's get down to the field. And the Monarchs will put total leather and will get started. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the James Madison Dukes offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Morris. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback keeper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep.
On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Caught over the middle. It's Weber. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Weber. Just plowing ahead. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Spins away. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Monarchs have their offense in high gear. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Pot. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing those guards and those centers owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Singleton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this was knocked away incomplete, but it looked like a free play. Defense in the neutral zone. Let's check the call.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Creates a little room. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll start this drive firing. Finds a spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Get it out on the screen. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick release by the QB. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense nowhere to run.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
They're going back to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Using his feet. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Touchdown, Dukes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. James Madison sends on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back has it. Plows through the defense. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Running into the open space. On his feet at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Direct snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's go. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Snap to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bohannon. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.